Hi, everybody. This is Chris and Christina. We are here at the Penn Stroud in Stroudsburg. Great property. And we're going to take a first look at it and talk to the owner, who's a real old-time innkeeper. Kara, right, Christina? Isn't this great? Let's go in.
Kara, let's go. Vamos a ver, vamos. Venga con
Vamos.
nosotros. Vamos.
And this is really, we're live here, so we're coming in and we're seeing this hotel in operation, the beautiful Penn Stroud Hotel.
And look at the flowers, las flores. Wow.
Yes, and this is what's going to greet you when you walk into this property. It has an incredible history, and it's reopened again in downtown Stroudsburg, which we're really happy and proud of. And we're going to talk right now with the owner, Kara. So here we go. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming back. I'm Chris Barrett for the Pocono Television Network and also Chris and Christina. And we're so happy to be at the Penn Stroud in downtown Stroudsburg with Kara. And you know, the great thing about Kara is, and we're going to find out all about him and about the Penn Stroud, is he's your real old-time resident innkeeper running a modern facility. And I can't wait till we get into this a little more. Right, Christina?
This is so exciting. And you know what? This is in the middle of town, in the heart of Stroudsburg. And if you don't want to take the car, you don't need to take your car, right?
No.
So you're right here, and you got free parking. You got all those great things that all great properties have. But Kara, one of the things that we want to test, we were talking a lot beforehand. We wanted to ask you, the Penn Stroud has such great history in Stroudsburg. Tell us a little bit about what you've done here and where you want to take the property.
If I can, let me take you back in history to 1833.
Please, yeah, this is great.
We're talking about the grandson of the founder of Stroudsburg, Jacob Stroud. And he built this hotel. At that time, it was an inn with a ranch, and everyone was driving on horseback to the inn. And up through going to the modern era, we're talking about a modern revolution. Today's age is not going horseback riding, as you're aware, right? We went through a cultural evolution, revolution through 2016 up through today, looking at a new hotel for the modern customer.
And it's a beautiful hotel. I mean, you can tell it's classic, but it's upgraded and it's beautiful. The rooms look amazing. But your philosophy on hospitality is amazing, and we talked a little bit about that beforehand. Your philosophy of being here to serve the guest. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So, I would say to you that the philosophy of serving our customer is serves in my background, serves in my culture. Being an Indian, when I grew up, my parents told me that, when a visitor comes to your home, that is God coming to you.
Wow.
Huh.
And
Wow.
to
Awesome.
that end, any person that comes to you is a personification of God. And for me, in hospitality, any customer coming to your home, which is what I view the hotel, is someone that is personifying someone who's, you're serving their needs.
And the one thing that struck me about it's beautiful and modern in the hotel, but it's clean. It's incredibly clean. The staff is friendly, and the rates are very reasonable, right?
Correct. So when I had thought about, the Penn Stroud Hotel and its, re-envisioned image from its renovation, from when we purchased it to now, we were thinking of a hotel that a customer can think of. This was pre-COVID, a very clean,
Right.
very distinct hotel that kind of fits in with today's era, COVID-related, where we want everything to be minimalist, clean, and I think that will transcend post-COVID to a very, a minimalist hotel.
So if we talk about post-COVID, we talk about all the great things there are in Stroudsburg, right? To do. Like Christina, we're talking about the food, right? What's near here?
Well, there's a lot of food, international food. We're in an international street. right?
We're so much in a so to be in downtown Poconos, and one thing that I was surprised with, Christina, was we're in the Poconos, right? We're thinking of maybe a leisure destination that might have a limited culture, but that is not the case. We're in a culture in downtown Stroudsburg that we have anything from Vietnamese, Spanish, Thai, Latin American, Mexican, Italian, American, Dutch Germanic. There is so much to explore in downtown Stroudsburg and its surrounding that is available to all of the visitors in this area.
Keir, and one of the things that people should know is that you're one step away from the farmers market that's open between May and October, and you have a cafe that I don't know if you know, Café Duet has homemade, everything is homemade, croissants, cakes, everything you buy, it's homemade, and they toast their own coffee.
I love this.
How's that? They're coffee beans.
Christina, I love this croissants, and in fact, the farmers market was open through the first weekend due to COVID, and I hope they're going to reopen fairly soon for spring 2021. And there is so much. I mean, in terms of the local, we have, we think of maple syrup, right? We think of maple syrup of Vermont or Canada, right? We have local maple syrup right 15 minutes away.
We do it, right? We have
It's
it.
Canadensis.
And what do you think about, Chris? Wouldn't this a great place for staycation?
Thanks. I'm glad she reminded me about that, Karen, because the great thing about a staycation is now you can work and you can play almost anywhere. So someone could stay here in a small town environment, the great small town experience with the retail and the food, international food we just talked about. But then if you want to ski, Camelback's not that far away. Shawnee's not that far away. We're very close to the Delaware River. So you can do all those outdoor events right here and visit the rest of the Poconos.
I agree. I mean, one of the sad and fortunate issues of our present times is that we're remote working,
Right.
and with that in mind, we're stuck at our homes. The great thing about if you're local to the Poconos, you can work at your home, but you can also come to the Penn Stroud, work here, and be close to a local, mecca of what we talked about, our local destinations for restaurants, outings, etc. And bring your family, bring your children, and explore the area and go out skiing, snow tubing, etc.
And it's all so close to us within minutes.
Yes.
Anything you would really want to do. And I think what's really great about the Pocono Mountains is that people like to be outside with so many state and federal parks located in the Poconos. I think within Pennsylvania, we have the most state and federal parks within our area. There's so much, even if you don't want to do any of those things, you could hike, you can bike, you could fish, you could hunt, all those kind of things. So, and it's 4 seasons. So it's winter, spring, summer, and fall. There's something to do every season here in the Poconos, which is great.
Yes.
So I know we're kind of against time here, unfortunately, but wanted to just ask you one more thing. As we go forward, what's next for the Penn Stroud?
I think if we look at this hotel, the Penn Stroud has been a cultural icon. And if we look at its past and look at its revolution through the future, we're talking about a hotel that was serving the Spanish pandemic, similar to a century ago.
Oh, this was a hospital,
Right?
correct? I remember reading that. Yeah.
Yes, similar to a century ago, pre-COVID-19, where we were serving the hoteliers and the innkeepers of that time were serving the community at that time for the situation at hand. Presently, we're in COVID-19, and we want to look forward to the cultural icon for 2021 and forward, where we can serve our community. To that end, we want to make sure that we have food establishments, F&B, places where the community can come and foster, to gather and cultivate a positive experience.
Well, you're certainly well on your way here, and you've really created a great place and resurrected something that's really important to our community. So we congratulate you, and we know the great things are in the future, right, Christina?
Yes, gracias, Keir. And I know that you have bilingual people also that speak
Yes.
Spanish here for our Spanish-speaking visitors. Muchas gracias, Keir. Gracias a ti. Exploring the Poconos, Viva Los Poconos con Chris and Christina, right? Thank you, Chris, for bringing me to this new an old place.
And you know, we always have fun together. We meet great people. We do great things. That's one great thing about the Pocono Mountains is that anywhere you turn, it's hometown, it's international. And there are folks right here like Kara. He could be here on the weekend when you're visiting because he is an old-fashioned style innkeeper that made the Poconos famous, and it's still here today. So for Christina and Kara, I'm Chris Barrett for the Pocono Television Network. And for Chris and Christina, thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
Chao, hasta luego. Les esperamos.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Pocono Tourism YouTube channel and click the bell button below to be the first to watch new videos. You can also click the link on the screen to watch more episodes of Pocono Mountains Magazine.